Welcome back everybody to another video on the Checkmate playlist where I take random games that you all send me or I find them on chess.com or Lichess. I analyze them and I want to regret the existence of humankind because of what I see. But in importance, we just are here for a laugh and to cry and to learn pretty much. So, in this game, I was actually physically prevalent when it was happening. It was a bullet game. My friend decided to just open up chess.com and play a 2-1 game, which is 2 minutes and 1 second time increment. And what I saw physically there, and I had to analyze it later, and I forgot about it for a couple of days, probably weeks, was shocking. And I finally remembered about this game, and I had to record it just one day before the Lika Loila finals, which are tomorrow by the time this video comes out. Or if you watch at a later date, well, the winner has been announced. So yeah, I will upload this to just break the ice, and I hope you all enjoy this as much as I am. And I'm also actively trying to figure out how to stream on chess.com with my phone, on YouTube, actively searching for that. If I can find a workaround, I will be able to do it. If I don't, we're gonna stick with this because it's really funny. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this catastrophe. Well, like I said in the introduction, this is not a fake game. I was physically prevalent when this game was happening. Yeah, let's begin. E4, natural response, and H5, a very natural response. The Goldsmith defense, way to troll your opponents. Yeah, my friend proceeds to just play G5. That's just the freest response. I mean, but white doesn't take it because this is a bullet game. F5. Okay, so already white is having a comfortable advantage. In fact, the engine is giving to just straight up give away the pawn, because apparently this is the top engine. That's insane. I do not think that's the top engine. Giving away the pawn and what? Just getting the fast development, I think. That's what the engine wants. Obviously, that doesn't happen. Knight to e5. This threat is checkmate. Believe it or not, it's threat is literally mate in one. It is a mate in one threat. And black plays knight to h6, which blunders mate in two in the form of queen takes and queen takes. Or bishop takes if you want to be a lot more fancy and make a battery. Given the circumstances I'm making a video about this game, of course, mate did not happen. We still have castles. Now, mate is threatened, in fact. So we have d6. And escape square, it's still mate in two. You would think that this getaway square is to know, just if you get checked, you can run here, but you forgot about the knight. Yeah, it's still mate. It's just still convincing mate. You can take this either way you want. I just like the bishops a lot more cooler. Guess what? Doesn't get spotted. Knight to f3 is a perfectly natural move. I mean, you're getting out of danger hanging a pawn, but you're lucky you can take it back. E5. I was not tricking. Now, why is the engine recommending knight takes e5? Because you take, you just get in with a queen. You just check here and d4 to shred it all over and get into the the black king, and take this pawn, and you just get in and you just destroy the black king. Of course, this is a bullet game, a 2-minute game, so it's not gonna be spotted. Surprisingly enough, this is actually 0.6 according to the advantage. If I let it think for a little bit, it might change its POV. Yeah, it's 0.6. Wow. So the only move that works here is apparently g4. It doesn't get spotted, obviously, but g4, the entire point of it is to just open attacks with different pieces. If you try to move your knight from the position, now black is actually making a little bit of a comeback here, survive the opening traps. It's equal, surprisingly, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Obviously, it didn't happen. We have bishop takes the free pawn, and now d4 to straight it all open, but instead we have knight c3, perfectly natural move for a bullet game. Then now I have knight to c6 developing. Rook e1, and now this is a draw. According to the engine. If I just let it think, it's not gonna be a draw probably, but yeah, it's not a draw. It's 0.6. The computer, I mean, black plays this. I mean, the computer is giving g4 props because well, if you take a closer look at the position, that knight is dead. And if you play d4, what's the top of the move? Then they take. Then you just take the pawn. Apparently black is better here, like this. And if you try to recapture the knight here, for example, you lose to this, and you just cannot protect against everything here. It's just bad. So obviously g4 did not happen. Instead, it's plus 2.5. I mean 2.7. A lot of moves win here. You could play this if to attack the queen, threat, and the fork. You could play that's actually the top end move. You could play d4 to try and set up in the position. You could do a lot of things here, but guess what? None of that happens. Instead, we have bishop to b3 for some unknown reason. And then this, longside castle. Okay, so the position is +1. It's +1 because, yeah, it's actually +0.5 now. Okay, the ensign is already having a stroke as we are talking about this. We have d4, now d4. Wow, so you could not play d4 when the king was in the center to try and straight open the position. Now you play d4. Okay, got it. Takes, and we hang the queen in one move. And my friend loses his queen. And now whoever is playing with white, which was a random person, is having a commanding advantage because they're up a fucking queen. Okay, not the bishop takes, which just brings another piece to the party, but knight takes. Okay, fine. Now knight takes here. Now there's 2 attacks on 2 pawns. We decide to hang another knight. That's just a clean knight. It's not taken. I mean, you just take this. You don't care. But fine, we take the bishop instead. Takes here. The knight is still hanging and is finally spotted. By normal standards, black is lost here. I mean, there's nothing. But it is move 15, and this game lasted 40 more moves. I hope you're ready to endure some catastrophe. So, I'm going to switch it to the black perspective, because this is our friend playing with black, and who actually volunteered to send me the game afterwards. So, the best move according to the computer is just king b8, get the king out of the center. We have knight to h6, which is not a bad move. You just attack the bishop, takes another free pawn. And now we have bishop to e7, developing the bishop and defending the pawn. And bishop to f3 to get out of danger, potentially, because who knows, maybe white is gonna like forget that they can, their piece can get taken, but they're not, because they can just take back anytime. But honestly, I don't know anymore. The bishop goes all the way back, and we attack the bishop. Has to move again. It moves again. We attack the bishop one more time. The bishop moves one more time. It's kind of funny how white loves these long bishop moves. Like here, snakes and ladders with the bishop. Probably likes the long moves. Among other long things we're not going to talk about. So we have d5 to just, take more space and block the bishop, pretty much. That bishop's kind of dead, to be fair. But doesn't matter, because white is just a hungry hippo right now. It just takes pieces. Anything he sees, he's going to take it. So he takes, gives a check, here. Now the bishop's hanging. Bishop moves, threatens this. It's not defended, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Because bishop takes, here. You come back, or you make this battery. It's not scary, because you can always just play g3. And if black sacrifices, then you got a knight defending. And it's just over. I mean, black loses a piece here in this position. Yeah. Sorry about that YouTube not if it was just some guy streaming. I haven't talked to Nazes. So c4 to try to open up the position. If you take, I mean, it's a death wish, so of course we're not going to take. The bishop just goes back. And now we have pawn takes. It's still convincingly better for white, because you just have a lot of pieces. The king has protection, always use protection. We have rook h1 check. The knight covers and actually gives the king a little bit of a loft at the same time. Try to add pressure to the knight. And now white plays g3. Pretty much throwing all the advantage. Or not all the advantage, but convincing 60% of it. It went from +11 to +3. That's a lot of advantage. Why? Because black is making a comeback in material. Rook takes check. Yeah, rook takes, yeah. And if you can see the material, black is only convincingly, this endgame is like 2 rooks and a bishop versus a rook, a queen, and a bishop. And white, I can't speak, what the hell. And white has the 2 passed pawns, yeah, sure, but like, at this time, they're starting to run low on time, you know? They've got 1 minute on the clock, and they need to start playing faster to gain time, because it has increment. The king moves out of the way, and now it's plus 2.7. You give another check and try to win the rook. That's why it's winning. I mean, not winning. It's slightly better for black, but it's still white who's completely winning, if that makes sense. So we'll win the rook. It's funny how the engine just recommends to just give away the queen, because the take, you just get this outside passer, and you can't stop it. Just in a convincingly winning endgame, but of course it doesn't happen, and it's plus 2.5, or plus 3.9. And they lose the rook. And okay, so 2 rooks and a bishop versus a queen and a bishop with 2 extra pawns. How can this be possibly lost for white? It's not. It's completely winning. We give a check because we can. Plus 3. Plus 5. It's plus 5. It's literally plus 5. You just push the pawn and you win. The pawn takes instead. Okay. We give a check first and then we don't take the pawn. Instead we sacrifice the bishop. The more natural move is to take this and then reroute the bishop. And fine, we want to be fancy and want to sack the bishop. The bishop is gone. Okay, so now white is completely winning. Now we take the pawn. And now the queen goes here to try with the pawn. No way to defend it, as far as I'm concerned. Rook goes here, 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 and here. And unfortunately, white plays this move. Unfortunately for white, but fortunately for us, white plays this move and loses the queen. Whew. Okay, so a complete 180 for the black position. Our friend is now officially winning. It's better, but who knows who's gonna win this? The bishop attacks the rook, and now it's -1. It's funny how we went from a position that was like h5, g5, f5. Knight to h6, d6, e5, knight c3, and questionable play by black. And white was just dominating. Look, plus 15. Like, the advantage was through the floor the entire game. White was completely dominating. Here, it's where he blundered the rook. And then eventually, I mean, black hung the bishop, and it's still through the floor the advantage. But eventually, a glimmer of hope. And now it's just a matter of technique. So, best way to win this, you cut the king off, try to win the pawn because white gave it to you. If white did not give you the pawn, and they went, if white did not give you the pawn, like for example, didn't attack you, after this move, a move I can't speak. That was a fart noise with my mouth. I'm very mature, guys, trust me. A very natural move here for white is to just go here, bishop to d1 to try, and if black attacks the pawn, then you just push it to 1 square. If black attacks the bishop, then you just move your king and defend it. And slowly, white will try to make progress with the pawns. Most likely, this will be a draw, or in the very, very long run, black will win this game. And considering this is a bullet game, we're not going to see perfect play from either side. So bishop to a4, and now, okay, not directly winning the pawn, but fine. We like to just put our rook into total passivity. So, okay, I mean, rook f8 convincingly wins the only pass pawn in the position, but fine. Now we go for the pawn, which is all just gets defended. I mean, okay, takes. This is mostly going to end in a draw because the pawns are being traded. And rook and bishop, I mean, probably going to end in a draw. As you can see, the engine is also agreeing with me. Rook h8, rook d8, they keep the draw. We have rook c8, which also keeps the draw. Bishop moves. And of course, the rook just slides all the way up. The pawn goes, we control the pawn, and they lose it. Okay. Now it is a draw. Oh my god. I mean, just simply just, whatever. It's still a draw. Okay, king goes in the corner. It's a draw. No way to hang this. Proceeds to hang it. Oh my god. Oh god. And black comes back, wins the pawn, and proceeds to force their opponent into resignation with king e5. What a catastrophe. This is just peak. I mean, this is peak. You will not get these games yourself. This is like the rare 1% of games you get on chess.com that are like this. I'm speechless.